I'm Robert Kuchling. I'm the founder and owner of the Galerie for Fresh Art here at the Karl-Marx-Allee 123 in Friedrichshain, Berlin. We founded this gallery in 2011. We started in Prenzlauer Berg, which is a district in the northeast of Berlin, and moved into the city center and to this boulevard in 2017. We are having here a lot of shows from Scandinavian artists for the simple fact that I opened the gallery together with my brother, Rolf, who's living in Copenhagen. So he is very much connected with a lot of Scandinavian artists. And one of those is Hartmut Stockter, which we are very proud and happy and enthusiastic to have him here for a solo show this year. He is a German, but he's living too in Copenhagen.
After school, when I was trying to find a job, or I was, looking for something to study, and this very boring looking man told me I should try becoming an artist. I was thinking either a postman or an artist, and he said, "Oh, maybe you should go for an artist." I studied in Hanover, where nobody wanted to go. I didn't know then, and then I went to Norway for a year. And that's where I sort of got to know Scandinavia a little bit. And then I went back and studied in Braunschweig.
This exhibition is dedicated at the end to nature and the humans living inside, or also not only humans but also all living creatures. And despite we had the corona crisis and a lot of our focus going away from the crisis we have with nature, this is high time, especially now where we are a little bit having a break in the corona crisis, that we reconsider how important is nature and how important is that we are considering the value of nature and our interference with nature. And this is not going with the objects Hartmut prepared in a deductive way or in a way like it's in school. Doing is more a playground for reflecting what is ongoing and how we are looking at this, what is ongoing.
The landscape treadmill, or the meadow treadmill, that comes from one time I was invited to exhibit in a former prison that had become like a culture center. So I got the idea, okay, prison and landscape, how does that go together? Not really, because you're taken away from the landscape when you're in a prison. So I thought, what would a person in prison do? Maybe create his or her own landscapes. So I made this treadmill, first as a drawing, and then I built a lightweight version, and now for the exhibition in Copenhagen last year we made a real big version. The panorama was actually a thing that only had one landscape fixed in a frame, and you would have this frame connected to your body, and you would walk around with this frame. You can walk it around everywhere in the city, but it's very hard for your back, so if anybody was to use it, then there had to be some extra hanging from the ceiling. And also I felt like giving people a choice of what landscape to pick. Do they want a romantic landscape, or do they want a rougher landscape? And then this is also connected to the psychotest machine that's in the show, where you can take a little psychotest and determine what kind of character you are, landscape character, if you're the adventurer or the collector or the scientist or there's one more, the dreamer. Yes, and depending on what landscape you pick in the panorama, you get also some extra points for one of the four characters. If you pick a romantic landscape, then you probably get a point for the dreamer. So I made this into more of a game situation for the circus setting.
Hartmut Stockter is special to us because the way he is looking at nature, at art and the humans inside is unique, and his objects are sometimes funny, sometimes on the second look they are very critical, and what they are foremost, they are very interactive with the audience. And we are quite enthusiastic about having him here with a lot of objects which we brought over from Copenhagen, from a show he prepared there in a big church. That's why our not too small gallery is overpacked with objects and waiting for audience now after the Corona lockdown, who want to be interactive, who want to see objects which reflecting especially his view, but by the interaction reflecting the view of the audience on the way we are looking at nature, on the future, and we are looking at ourselves.